You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al...
Live from the fantasyfootballshow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Suns win, ladies and gentlemen. Super pumped about this game. It was looking bleak here for a while, but the Suns pulled it off. What a nice little surprise. When I walk away, I had to go to the store real quick, turn the game off somewhere in the beginning of the second quarter, and sure enough, they come back. And so it's like, I'm not the biggest superstitious guy, but whenever I watch the Suns in the playoffs, if they're doing badly, all I got to do is step away for just 5 or 6 minutes. I come back, it's back, they're back in it. It was crazy. One game to one. Let me go check my Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Best ball fantasy NBA playoff contest. Let's see where I'm at. Currently in second. I'm bouncing around between first and second place because you got guys playing every other night. So I got a real good squad. Promo code Smitty on Underdog Fantasy if you want to partake in the basketball high or lows or the contest, whatever they got going on for basketball. I did this draft 2.5 months ago, and I feel like it's a winner. It's a winner. It's got Curry, Trey Young, Russell Westbrook, Durant, Leonard, LeBron, Anthony Edwards, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Jackson Jr., Anthony Davis. I'm loving it. I'm loving my squad. All right, let's get into Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. The promo code is right in front of your face. We're doing a mock draft, a live mock draft on top of that. You guys can see right here that we're full let's go ahead and kick that draft off. This is the mock draft. Anybody wants to know how you get in the draft? Smitty, how do I get in the draft? I drop the links in the draft every time. And let's go JJ. I don't go a lot of JJ from the 1. Let's go JJ. As this plays out, I'm going to get ready for the Best Ball Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty Best Ball Draft. Let's see if they're even going right now. They might be all done and full. We might be able to get into one more. It looks like they're just about full. Okay, we better get in here. Let me go ahead and hook my phone up. And we're going to jump in before it's too late. So let me plug in. Let me plug in here. We'll get on over to the other screen. So if you guys want to do this Best Ball Draft, promo code Smitty, Underdog Fantasy. Link is in the description of every video. The link is not yet pinned, but I will pin it in the live chat this very moment. We're jumping in right now. We can't really wait. I would say we let the room fill up more. We got 46 people in here. I'd say we wait till we get about 100 people in here. But I have a feeling this thing can fill up faster than that would happen. So let's jump in right now. Here's the link, Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. And don't worry, once these are full, we'll still be able to... what's going on here? Why is my screen not showing? What's going on? Let's go ahead and let's add it one more time. Why won't this show? Let me restart my phone. I'm gonna have to restart my phone. For some reason, it's not showing it. We'll restart and then we'll get in. Hopefully, we have enough time to get in. Let's go back to the other draft, the mock draft, while I try and figure that out. So far went JJ, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Derrick Henry. That's really high in the first round. Really, he's going in the 3rd round. This is the problem with sleepers. ADP is just making people take Derrick Henry in the 1st round. It's insane. Who did that? Ninja Moves? Don't feel bad. You were pretty much like forced to do it because ADP is like, you don't take Henry here. Like, it's ridiculous. Eckler, Bijan, Barkley, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, everything pretty par for the course minus that Henry in round 1 because he's going in the late 2nd to early 3rd round. So not only would you have got him at 2.5, he would probably fall to about 2.12 to 3.2. Just kind of depends. That's what we've been seeing anyway. That's where his ADP's been hovering. Hard to know. Hard to know when you get in a draft here and the ADP rank is suggesting that he's the number 5 or 6 overall player. D-Class, appreciate you, pal. All right, hopefully we can get right into these underdog drafts. Do I ever sleep? I do sometimes, Astro. But, do you want me to sleep? Do you want me to not be here? That's right. You need me here, pal. I work for you, Zastro. So the answer is... Okay, so let me plug the phone in here. Hopefully this works. I don't want to have to troubleshoot this. Let's see. Ninja Moves. Who are you going to take, bro? I pay zero attention to sleepers ADP. No one should pay attention to this ADP. This ADP is crazy. Okay. Let's try plugging in one more time. I'm going to see if I can get through an entire mock draft without timing out, too. That's my goal for tonight. Back to Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Come on. Come on. It's not showing up. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get in. Big board Superflex. Okay, so everybody click on the green button, Big Board Superflex right now. 30 seconds, Big Board Superflex, Underdog Fantasy. Use the link that I gave you in the live chat. It's in the description of every video. Click the green button now. Now I just got to figure out how to, it's not showing. I guess I could do this. I gotta figure out a way to. Here we go. Here we go. We are drafting like this tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go back to the mock draft because I'm about to time out. That's very disappointing. Mock draft on the clock. How many seconds do I have left? 11 seconds. Can I pull it off without timing out? Is Olave gone? 3 seconds. Olave. I don't even know who's available. I just had to do it. Olave. What running backs are available? Draft starts in 24 seconds on Underdog. If I could even fix the problem I'm having, the technical difficulty. What is going on here? Chubb, ETN, Pollard, quarterback Mahomes. I just got to go Mahomes. I'm going JJ Olave, Mahomes. We're going 0 running back through the first 3 rounds. Let's try it out. Let's see how it works. I mean, I love the trio that I have. We'll just see what kind of running back I have. Is it possible? Is it possible? Let me try logging in. To another. Hold on one second. This sucks. Give me 1 second. I think I can do it this way. Phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. All right, let's see if I can get this pulled up. Live drafts. Drafts active. Big board, 14 picks away. Let's see if this works. Mock draft. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. All right, let's see if I am good to go now. This sucks when I have technical difficulties in the middle of a freaking show. 1 second. Sorry, guys. This is okay, so here's the draft. There we go. Okay, so Superflex draft. Let me go to the big board real quick. Let me see if I can make this in board view. Where's the board view on here? I forget. TD Strikers is on the clock. Ron Navy, who are you going to go with? Ron Navy's team. Well, let me even show you Ron Navy's team. How do I show the board on here? The board view, I forget, on desktop. Go to draft. All right, I think we're good. So I'm on deck here. Going back to the mock draft, I'm not up on the clock yet. I've got I've got Mahomes, Olave, Justin Jefferson. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to get that straightened out. Can't call in. Phone line is open now. Dial in now. Phone lines are open. I'm on deck here. I've got Justin Fields. I think this is the board view right here. Here it is. Here's the board view. Let's see if I can do this. That's a little bit easier on the eyes. I'm on the clock here. Close the board view, Smitty. Get with it. RBs. Bijan's there. Queuing him in case I time out. Kenneth Walker's there. Queuing him in case I time out. Garrett Wilson's there. CeeDee Lamb is there. Let's go Kenneth Walker. Let's do it live. We're doing it live. Kenneth Walker. What's up, Ron? Had a little bit of technical difficulties live on the show, so I had to figure that out, but we're good to go now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to time out over here. This is a disaster. I haven't timed out yet, but I'm going to time out now. Oh, God. Who do I take? Who do I take? I timed out Aaron Jones. That's okay. I need an RB. I'll just go with Kamara. Whatever. So my team so far in this draft is Aaron Jones, Kamara, Mahomes, Olave, Justin Jefferson. Not the end of the world. I don't mind that. Getting back to the best ball draft. Drafting from the 5 spot, which I absolutely love. TD Strikers, Ron Navy on the phone right now from the 10 spot. Like your team so far. Ron, Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill. Let's see what you get at quarterback. Let's see.
I hate it.
It's hard. It's hard from that spot.
Well, the thing is you started up, so I'm in 2 drafts now. The one that you were originally going to do, and there's a bunch of us in the one that you're not in, and then the second one that you just did. So, yeah, now I'm just...
Well, no, I only did...
I got the number 1.
I only did one. I only did one. I didn't do 2.
No, you told us all to get in there, and then you delayed it, and so we all got in.
That's the one I got in. I only clicked it once. That's the one I got in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It is. I only got into one. I just couldn't get it up on my screen is all. But that was the one I clicked on originally. I didn't click on a second one. Garrett Wilson.
Well, that's not what...
My team so far is Fields, Kenneth Walker.
Okay.
I need to go Garrett Wilson. All right, Kenneth Walker. So my team so far is Justin Fields, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let me go back to the board view. Let me see if I can make this.
I'm screwing this whole thing up. I can't even keep. No, we got into the first one. There's me and Lunchbox, and we're all in the first one.
You might have done that, but I did.
You said hit the green button, but then you let me try to reboot my phone, and you never hit it when we thought you hit it. We were already all in there because you said go ahead and get in, and then you backtracked and restarted your phone, and so the one you got in, one right before that plus this one.
Ron, I think sometimes you jump in when I say, okay, click on here, and we're looking at the details of it. I'm not saying click the green button yet. All right, we'll go to the replay after. It's fine. No worries. You're almost on the clock. Don't Don't stress and get your ducks in a row here. You're almost up.
Yeah, I know.
So far, you've got
I don't know
Cooper
what I'm
Kupp, Tyreek Hill. Let me go back to the mock draft. I can't even show the mock draft. This is ridiculous. Tyler, I don't have a whole lot of time to break down a complicated trade, so hit me with your best shot.
Okay, thanks, Smitty, for putting up with the beginner.
You bet.
Great. Would you trade C.J. Stroud, Jameson Williams, and Schultz to get Justin Herbert?
Stroud, Jameson Williams, and Dalton Schultz. Stroud, Jameson Williams, Dalton Schultz. Smitty, you did say hit the green button. I'm sorry if I did. Ron, you're right. Apparently I did.
Well, I know, because there's a bunch of us in our chat. I mean, we all went together in this other track. You didn't say that.
I didn't. I must have just when I was trying to restart things, I must have said something I didn't think I said, but my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead and repeat the trade there, Tyler, one more time.
So it's a Superflex. I would get Herbert, but I would trade away Dalton Schultz, Williams from Denver, and C.J. Stroud.
Did you say Javonte earlier or Jameson Williams earlier? I thought you said. Okay.
I meant Javonte. If I said Jameson, I meant Javonte.
Was that me? Was that me again? Am I misspeaking? Am I mishearing? It's probably my fault. Let's see here. I'm gonna time out. Oh man. I guess I'm just gonna go Swift because I don't know where I'm at here. So my team ended up being Jefferson, Olave, Mahomes, Aaron Jones, Kamara, Swift, which is pretty decent considering. Okay, hold on one second, Tyler. I'm on the clock. I'm going to cue Derrick Henry just for giggles. Devontae Smith is still there, which is kind of crazy because usually he goes a lot earlier. Najee's there. I'm going to time out. I'm just going to go Derrick Henry. I don't do it very often, but when he's my fourth drafted player, I don't mind in best ball. Even if he played 10 games and broke by midseason, the way I'm going to draft, I'm going to draft around it. Najee's pretty interesting as well. All right. So here's the board so far. This is my team in the middle. I've got Justin Jefferson, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry. As far as your trade, bro, he did say Jameson. He said Jameson. Tyler. Tyler. Big difference between Jameson and Javonte, but I love you, Tyler. Everybody loves you coming in here. I never get a negative comment about you. You're hilarious, and it's funny. But I would say that in a super flex format, Herbert, you need to go get Herbert. It's Javonte, Schultz, and then who was the third player? I'm already forgetting. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud.
I think you got to get Herbert. Ron, I know you're just getting into Dynasty, but from even a redraft perspective, Superflex redraft, I know you like Stroud a lot. That's why I'm asking you. But from a now perspective, I think you got to go Herbert, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like in Dynasty, like in these super flex and stuff, I think you get more out of Young than you do Stroud as far as the rushing game. But yeah, I mean Herbert over a rookie. Yeah, hopefully he gets those key pieces.
Yeah, I mean you can't. You got to go for. I mean Herbert's going top 7 overall ish, and Stroud's in a dynasty startup. Stroud's nowhere near that. It doesn't matter if he's a quarterback or not. He's not going that high. Javonte, you don't know what you're getting. Dalton Schultz, you have zero idea what you're getting. That's an easy smash.
Okay.
Do it live.
Thanks again.
Appreciate you, man. Call if you want to hang on, you can hang on, or if you want to call back, you can call back. Either way, bro.
Okay.
Ron, look at this team I got so far: Justin Fields, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, Christian Watson.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Survive? Trying to survive?
I have these two dang drafts going on here.
Let me go ahead and screenshot. Let me screenshot this mock draft and put it on screen because I can't switch over to it right now. We'll come back to the mock drafts after this Superflex draft is done. So let me just throw this on screen real quick, and we'll kind of like pop back and forth and analyze this topic. I have the wrong topic on screen. This is the Suns game threw me off because I'm watching the Suns game. I was trying to time all this, and then my system is having issues like usual. And it's not that my system's bad. I have the best setup you can have. I have a new Mac Studio, which is it's called Mac Studio. It's a amazing piece of machinery. That's my computer, Mac Studio, and it's fine. It's just when you do all the things I'm doing, there's tons of components and plugins and different things, and things get updated and they don't talk to each other, and it's hard to test all that out before I go live. I go live so much. So Rockout says, Rockout mock review in the works. Rockout, hang tight, my guy. What pick are we on? Okay, we're coming back to me. Ron Navy's team so far is this one right here. Cooper Kupp, Tyreek, Geno, Kenny Pickett, DK. It's such a tough spot to draft from. My team.
Terrible.
My team's feeling good. Fields, Walker, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, Watson. And I don't know, maybe, let's see, who else could I got besides Henry? Drake London. That's the only maybe regret I have is it would have been fun to go London and Christian Watson and Garrett Wilson with Kenneth Walker and Fields. That I wouldn't have minded at all. That'd have been pretty nice. Okay, I'm on the clock. Oh boy. Look, I can't. I gotta look at Kyle Pitts there. Jackson Smith and Jigba's a fantastic pick here. George Pickens is a great pick here. Quarterback, 27 seconds. I'm on the clock. 27 seconds. We got Trey Lance. That's not a bad QB, too. I don't know, guys. I don't know that I trust. I'm not trusting Shanahan. I'm going Kyle Pitts. I'm going to go with the Moon Man. I like Trey, but I don't trust Trey because I don't trust Shanahan. Let's see if I can expand this out a little bit and include more of the picks. Let's see here. Do we have someone on the phone still? No, just Ron.
Yeah, I'm there.
Well, I mean, besides you. All right. I didn't know if Tyler was still there. Anybody there? Oh, it's just Ron. How often do you hear that in your day? Oh, it's just Ron.
Yeah, it's just Ron.
Is that what the wife says constantly? It's just Ron. All right, here's while we're waiting for my pick to come back around, here's the mock draft. I took JJ, Olave, Mahomes, Aaron Jones I timed out on, Kamara, Swift. It's a good running back crew considering. I went wide receiver. Chase, Breece Hall, Burrow, Amari Cooper, Hawkinson, Kirk. I love the first three. I'm not sure. Hawkinson's great in the fourth round. Yeah, it's a pretty good team. It's a pretty good team. I would have went a different direction than Cooper, but like that's neither here nor there. McCaffrey, Garrett Wilson. Hold on, let me see if I'm on the clock here. I'm on deck. Hold on. I got to come back. Trey Lance is still there. Dameon Pierce, Pacheco, Swift. Those are RBs. Wide receivers. George Pickens is there. I guess I'll go Trey. I hate trusting in Shanahan. I absolutely hate it, but that is a pretty late pick. I mean, you look at my team, the makeup of the team, and it's right here in the 5 spot. You look up the makeup of my team, and honestly, how do you not go Trey Lance right here after this Kyle Pitts pick? So Justin Fields, Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, Christian Watson, Kyle Pitts, Trey Lance. It kind of feels like it's one of my better teams, Ron.
Yeah.
Let's expand this out.
Oh, fuck me.
Family show, Ron.
Sorry. I know.
Did someone snipe you or what?
No, I'm running out of time. I hit the wrong button. Oh, man.
Okay. So, they're the teams so far. That's a pretty good view there. I wonder if I could draft from my phone. This would be easier because then I could keep this up.
Well, I'm drafted for both my phone and my iPad.
You could have had all of the Moonmen's wide receivers, Smitty, says Thomas. Yeah, but I think I did pretty good here. Like, George Pickens was a good pick, but so was Trey at this point in a 2 QB. I'm not even showing round 1. Hold on. Hold on a second. There we go. So look at that squad, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that squad. Fields from the 5 pick. Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Derrick Henry, Christian Watson, Kyle Pitts, Trey Lance. Tell me that's not perfectly executed. Who would you take instead of Amari Cooper there, Smitty, though? I'll have to look at it in a second. Let me see what players are available here. There's still a lot of good players left. There's a tremendous amount of solid players left. And I'm 2 picks away. A wide receiver, I like Pittman a lot. Man, there's so many good players left. Ron, we're entering round 8? I feel like there's more good players left than normal. Maybe that's because a lot of our people didn't get in this draft, and that's why we're not getting sniped left and right. The weird thing is when Purdy gets taken right next to Trey. Like, why do people do that? Purdy's not going to play for at least like week 7, week 8, and he goes the same place as Trey. All right, here's my. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Mike Evans. I'm gonna go with Mike Evans here.
Yeah.
Someone said Jordan Love. I mean, of course, if Jordan Love were there, bro. Look at the squad. Mike Evans in round 8's pretty good. Ron, that's my wide receiver 3. Solid. Who took it? Let me guess. Did Ron take... Who sniped Charbonnet from me? It had to have been Ron. Of course.
It was.
Of course.
That's when I hit the wrong button and mixed up,
Yeah.
and then I
Of course you did. Of course you did, Ron. You accidentally drafted Charbonnet. Nice, likely story.
Yep. No, I didn't accidentally. He was my second choice. He was down further, but I was running out of time and I had to make a pick. So I was like,
this is where
I want Charbonnet.
This is where it does suck because you see something like this and everything's falling for me perfectly. And if like a couple of those guys fell for me perfectly on top, I feel like I really have a squad. Like Kamara was very, very, very ranked far down, but this is Snipeville. And like I'm not getting any of these guys that would normally fall. And if this wasn't with our crew where we're sniping each other, this could be a winning team. This could be the winning team. Everything's falling perfectly for me. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a blessing in disguise. Maybe Kamara doesn't do anything, and this is the one team I don't want to have him on. But
Kamara. You love you some Kamara, that's for sure.
Let's go Javonte here. And this is my pairing of Javonte and Henry on the same team. I think it's a very smart pairing because if you have Henry for the first 8 weeks and you have Javonte for the last 8 weeks, it could, not saying Henry can't last, but if he balls out for 8 weeks and in best ball you can't trade, I think it's a good swap to have Javonte and Henry swap those two out. So feeling pretty good about this squad. I don't regret the Mike Evans pick at 92 overall because it's fantastic value, but maybe if I could go back, I would want maybe Addison in place of Javonte and a Kamara at 92, but it's still like Mike Evans and Javonte. It's still very good. Back to the mock draft. So Matt was asking who would I take instead of Kamara. Instead of Cooper. I guess I'd probably go. It's not a bad pick. Doesn't excite me, but it's not a bad pick. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's not like you did anything crazy, man. If Jahmyr Gibbs were there, I don't know if he was. If JSN is there in a normal draft, I would go JSN potentially. I know a lot of people would say why Cooper did great last year, but we broke that down on the earlier show. If you want more reasons why I doubt Amari Cooper and why I doubt Nick Chubb a little, it's because of the fact that they both dropped off completely when Watson got under center. So there's reasons to believe. Now, I will say, bro, Matt, if you deployed the strategy you have here, but you take Watson and London at that 4 and 5 draft slots, I really love that. And then come in with Cole Kmet later. That would be pretty good. Taylor, Lamb, Andrews. Andrews in the third is a little early for me. London was really early, but I love him. Gibbs at 6.9. Honestly, when I drafted Kamara and Swift, I had no idea Gibbs was on the board because I was timing out and the ADP data is crap. So I didn't even get to see Gibbs. So nice pick there at 6.9. Guys, take advantage of Gibbs as long as you can with this crap ADP data. Kupp, Hurts, Pollard, Ridley, Pierce, Javonte, pretty solid there, rock out. I like it. Ridley, if I'd probably rather have Watson or London instead of Ridley personally, but that's me. It's just preference. Kelsey, Adams, Jacobs, Jackson, Judy, Akers. Not a fan of Judy or Akers, but I like what you did there aside from that. Diggs, Allen, Chubb, Devontae Smith, Kittle, Sanders. Pretty interesting. Henry, St. Brown, Waddle, Herbert. What's this? Herbert at 5.8. Ninja moves. You took Henry at 1.8, which is a whole round and a half too early, and then you took Khalil Herbert at 5.8. What's going on there, pal? What is going on there? What kind of ninja moves are these? I've never seen them before. Bijan, Eckler, Bijan from the 9 spot. Hold on, I'm on the clock here. I don't know what he's doing there with the Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert, we're in the 10th round right now, and Herbert's not even like close to getting picked yet in this best ball. AJ Dillon. Quentin Johnson. We'll go Okonkwo. Oh, I guess we won't. I guess I'll time out is basically what I just did. Fantastic.
Yeah, I only expected I thought it'd be a nice, relaxing last draft. One draft, and now I'm like doing two. It's like, this sucks.
It's training, Ron. It's training.
Especially when they come up by say, no, I know, but I can do it. I just don't want to do it. I'm like wanting a relaxing time, and it's like too stressful.
Well, if you ever do get in one, just let it ride. Don't jump in a second. All right, let me put this over here. Where are we at?
I mean,
here?
I've done two before, but you got to be in the mood to do multiple drafts.
It's a pretty good team here from the 7th spot. Henry, again, Ninja, I don't know what you're doing there. Eckler, Cook, Higgins, Keenan Allen, Goddard, Tua. I don't like Keenan Allen. Bijan, Najee, Watson. Christian Watson in the 3rd round. Mellow Yellow, that's a little early, pal. I love him, but I mean, you would have got him at 4.3. T-Law's a little early. Little reaching going on. Mellow Yellow. Be careful not to keep... Be careful not to reach too much. Conquo will go with Conquo. Barkley, Walker, Debo, Metcalf, Hopkins, Prescott. That's pretty good, Logan. I like it. Hill and A.J. Brown, Stevenson, Fields, Charbonnet, Freiermuth. Charbonnet goes a little later than that normally, just so you know you can get away with it. But it's not like you would have got him maybe on the 7th round. Maybe you would have. Keep an eye on that. Those are good teams. We might do one more mock draft after this draft is over. After this draft is over, we might. So let me go ahead and pull this up here. I'm liking the squad, though, I'll tell you that. This squad right here. Dan Grimm in this draft here is Herbert, A.J. Brown, Chris Olave. Herbert, A.J. Brown, Chris Olave, Jordan Love, Najee, Aaron Jones, Dameon Pierce. I'm doing this one right here. Dameon Pierce, Godwin. You all right, Ron?
Yeah.
Ron's choking on stress. Who dat Gator? He's got Jefferson, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Derek Carr, Ramondre Stevenson, DeAndre Hopkins, David Montgomery, Pittman, James Cook, Cole Kmet, Mike Thomas. RJ from the 11 spot has McCaffrey, Lamar, Jalen Waddle, Travis Etienne, Matthew Stafford. That's pretty good. McCaffrey, Lamar, Waddle, Travis Etienne, Matthew Stafford, Debo, Darren Waller, Jimmy G, Mac Jones, Mixon, Khalil Herbert, Bateman. The 4 spot, Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson, Barkley, Devontae Smith, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, George Kittle, Cam Akers, Tyler Algier, Ryan Tannehill. Ricky's got Dak. I don't like this 3 quarterback thing. Trevor Lawrence, Dak, Goff, Nick Chubb, Ridley, Mike Williams, Jamison Williams. It just doesn't feel... I don't like that approach. And again, Ron Navy's team. I like the Jahmyr Gibbs and Charbonnet, man. That's a really good, running back crew to start with, given that you waited so long. It's pretty good. Geno in the 3rd round. It's hard to swallow that, but, it's what happens when you get a late pick. You end up, maybe having to force the quarterback spot. It's tough. It's really tough. Especially if Lawrence is already gone. Lawrence was gone, Herbert was already gone. What do you do in that situation? I'm on the clock here.
I'm trying to make the most of the situation, that's for sure. From the 10 spot.
I'm going to go Zappy, I guess. It's pretty late. So I'm on the clock here. I took Bailey Zappi. Okonkwo was my pick before that. A.J. Dillon was my pick before that. Javonte was my pick before that. Mike Evans before that. Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Christian Watson, Derrick Henry, Garrett Wilson, Kenneth Walker, Justin Fields. Okay, so we'll go back to mock drafts now. I appreciate everybody joining with this one, and I'll keep drafting in it, and we'll keep referencing it, but we're going to go back to the mock draft here. Let me see if I can... You right there, Ron?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the mock draft. All right, ready, guys?
Thing about doing these.
Mock draft link dropping now. What pick do I want? Let's do something different. Let's go 10. All right, topic. We haven't really addressed the topic of the day. So for this entire mock draft, I want to talk about second round running backs. I want to talk about second round running backs. I want to talk about when we see a second round running back go, we're going to reference it. We're going to talk about it. Number 1 overall, Fernandez is on the clock, followed by Rock Out, followed by Big Dog, followed by Matt, followed by Just Fantasy, followed by Bella Check Yourself, followed by Clayton, followed by Mellow Yellow, followed by Brian, Justin Herbert, then me, then Logan, then Matt. I'm on the clock in the Superflex best ball. What does my team look like? I could use some wide receivers, that's for sure. Okay, in the mock draft here, it went J.J. Chase, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler. Now Bella Check Yourself is up. Ron's dying because he didn't get Cousins, says Brian. Earlier today,
I could have taken Cousins. Just wasn't spot. I didn't need him. Wasn't the right pick.
hit that thumb up. We got
always
60,
take
70
Cousins.
people in here. Spendy, what do you think about my team at the 1.3? And let me see, Ian's team. What team are you talking about in the best ball? Ian, in the best ball, you have Joe Burrow. Hold on, I got to take my player here. This is a 1 QB. Tyreek Hill. Let's go with Travis Kelce in this one and see what we can do. Okay, so number 3, Ian, Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, Bijan, Drake London, Kyler Murray. Yeah, Ian, I like you. You sniped a lot of my guys. Calvin Kamara in the 8th round. Goddard before that. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Kyler Murray before that. I don't know about the Kyler Murray pick. I like everything else. I love the Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, Bijan, Drake London. Kyler's okay, but he's missing time. I don't know. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Dallas Goddard, Alvin Kamara. Will Levis, Alexander Madison's good value. I like that Madison pick in like 10, 11, 12. That's a really good value. All right, on the clock here in the mock draft that's on screen. A.J. Brown is a thought here. Let's go unorthodox. Let's go Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts and Kelsey. Let's just see what we can do. Let's see what kind of team that affords us. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate you. Nice job. Nice sniping.
No, like if I'm doing 2 drafts, it's because I got one up on my phone and one up on my iPad. That means I don't have the show open. I mean, I can hear it, but I can't see the chat. And that's the part I hate.
Well,
I'd like to be able to see the
You're
chat.
just missing a few people telling you they've got a few digs at you, Ron, now that they know you're not watching.
Yeah, that's fine. I expect it. It's all good.
They're mostly cousins.
They're all fans.
It's mostly
all
cousins
fans,
stabs. The Ron Navy
Yeah.
fan club.
Yeah.
Must be tough, Ron. Getting used to your fandom. Okay, I need. I'm going Zay. I'm going Zay Jones. Zay Jones. So far, my team looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to Can I use my? Let me see if I can check on this real quick. Yeah, I still can't use it. I don't know what's going on. I might have to restart my computer, but something's not allowing me to share my phone.
Yeah, you're having problems with that.
It happens all the time. If it's not the phone lines, it's something else. Phone lines are open if anybody wants to dial in and discuss. So second round running backs. ETN, second round running back. Breece Hall, second round running back. Kenneth Walker, second round running backs. I'm going to do a video on this running back dead zone, wide receiver dead zone, second round running backs. These are all topics that let me write these down. Make sure I don't forget. Second round RBs, wide receiver dead zone, running back dead zone. I'm going to do a video on each one of those topics. And second round running backs is such an interesting, and then third round running back video. Second round running backs is such an interesting video because how many running backs went in this second round right here? The answer is 3. ETN, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. That was it. Sometimes Pollard goes in there, but those are all home run running backs. But the thing is, we're like-minded people. If you go into a different environment, people are forcing other running backs in there. And I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's a very few select running backs that belong in round 2. I think everybody else is forcing it. We'll find a couple
You know
other.
what's so funny? Last year, there was actually a running back dead zone. This year, I feel it's the exact opposite. I think there's a wide receiver dead zone. More than a running back dead zone.
I think there's both. Well, we'll address it. Last year,
I think the wide receiver dead zone is in between where you get London, because you got Watson in London, and then you don't really have anybody after that until you get down to like Pickens, and Pickens is really the only decent one down around where he's at. So I think there's more of a wide receiver dead zone than there is a running back dead zone this year.
Well, it just depends where they're in different territories. But I would say like there seems to be a player though, like a savior, a captain save a wide receiver, a captain save a running back. They're always somewhere. Like in round 2, you've got 3 or 4 running backs: Walker, Hall, ETN. In round 3, you've got Najee, Stevenson, Pollard. There are running backs in Breece Hall sometimes that flirt in that territory. The running back dead zone could be more of the 4 and round 5 territories. But then again, Jahmyr Gibbs lives there. Charbonnet lives like in the 6th round area. Alvin Kamara, who knows where he lives, because in a mock draft like this where the ADP is all jacked up, people are taking him around 4 and 5, but in a best ball draft, he's going around 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it kind of depends. Right now, I took Stevenson in round 3. That's a pretty darn good RB. Let's see here. Let me see what wide receivers are available. I got Stevenson. Christian Watson is there. I like this start. Look at this, man. Look at this balance. This is crazy. Pick 10 in a 1 QB draft. If you go Kelsey, you go Hurts, you go Stevenson and Watson. Christian Watson, that's a pretty good balance right there. I don't mind that. But yeah, I'll be doing a running back dead zone video, wide receiver dead zone video, round 2 running backs video, round 3 running backs video, round 2 wide receivers video, round 3 wide receiver video. I think all those are fantastic topics. We'll dig into those, don't worry.
But I mean, you know what I was saying though. I mean, doesn't it feel that way? Like last year, you definitely had a running back dead zone, and then this year it seems like you don't, and you have more of a wide receiver dead zone than you have a running back dead zone. That's what it feels like to me.
A little bit, but like look at DK in round 4, look at Watson in round 4, Devontae Smith in 4, look at Olave, Garrett Wilson, Waddle. Maybe where I'm a little concerned.
Well, maybe I'm skewed because we're doing Superflex right now.
Yeah.
Superflex different, right? Yeah. So I could be a little skewed right now because my mind's on Superflex and the way everything's going Superflex. So I could be a little skewed because I forget what the original big board was.
Well, last year,
Superflex,
last year I was a very, very much a person that was saying that this whole dead zone running back thing was just people trying to like come up with terminology and all that, like just but it really did become a dead zone eventually. But I didn't agree in the beginning there was a dead zone. But I loved Breece Hall. I loved Pierce. So in this dead zone territory last year, that's where we cleaned up. We cleaned up on dead zone running backs. You know, like Walker, for example. If there felt like a dead zone, wait for Walker. What did everybody do? Waited for Walker and smashed it. So, but like, look at Kamara here. Kamara going 5.2. It's like, and I don't blame Rock out for taking him because he suggested high. You know he's going to go high. But look what the power of suggestion does. He's a round 7 or 8 player, and I'm getting not ripped apart or roasted really, but because there's a lot of people that believe in it too. But I get, some people will say, Smitty always takes Kamara. Why wouldn't I? If we're seeing people take him in the 5th round and in best ball he's going in 7 or 8 or 9, it's the biggest win a league move you could make if he lands. I mean, it's crazy. But then power of suggestion, power of bad ADP rankings. Kamara 5, take him. Then he gets taken at 5. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Absolute madness, man. Look at Sammy Watkins. What's he even doing here? Oh, because I have the filter on. I was like, what's Sammy Watkins doing here? McLaurin. Ridley. Look at the ADP data. We're almost at the end of round 5. Ridley goes in round 4 or 5. And then when he's not suggested high, he falls. It's crazy, bro. Mellow Yellow just took him. Do I go Hopkins here? What RBs are there? Javante's a little early for me. Monty's decent here. Pacheco is decent here. Is Gibbs still available? No. I'll go Hopkins. So I got Kelsey, Jalen Hurts, Stevenson, Christian Watson, DeAndre Hopkins. Pretty good. Ricky says, great call out on Dameon Pierce. Thank you, pal. There was nothing more gratifying last year. Well, there were a couple of things that were, I guess. But one of the most gratifying things was to watch this guy, Dameon Pierce, get cut after week 1. Just stupidity, We're in round 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 wide receivers. I'm pretty good there. I need a couple RBs. But this guy got cut. Dameon Pierce got cut after week 1 and 2. You know how much? I wish we could go back and see some of the comments, especially in the live stream, where someone would say something like, way to go on Dameon Pierce. He's trash. Droppable. He did have a dead area. Do I go Cam Akers at 6.3? No, I'm going to go Pacheco.
I'm done with that one draft.
Yeah, Ron, just enter one. If you miss it, if there's a mistiming of something, just stay in one. Don't go in 2 drafts. It stresses you out. You're over there. Sounds like you're...
No, I'm good now. I finished that one, so I'm good.
Rockout says, I did want Kamara. I was running out of time. Oh, I did want Kamara. Maybe you say you didn't. I don't know. But either way, Rockout, it's a great pick. It's a great pick. Get him later if you can. It appears you have to take him earlier. In a regular draft with bad ADP data. Get as many Sean Tucker shares before Pro Day 424. Sean Tucker's a monster, bro.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Sean Tucker. Tucker the trucker.
Space Monsters.
I picture him wearing like a Bengal orange. I picture him staying in the color orange. And no, I don't mean that in terms of like the correctional facility. Someone's going to say, I know it. Smitty, tell me he's staying out of trouble. Sean Tucker. Tucker the trucker. He's going to ball if he gets in the right spot. Dude's a truck. That's why we call him Tucker the trucker. What's up? That's fire. Burkhead. I'm rolling on the ground. Did someone take Burkhead somewhere? What's he talking about, Ron?
I don't know.
Burkhead. Maybe somebody just mentioned him in the chat. This isn't interesting. All right. Enough drafting for tonight. I'm a little drafted out. Let's do some call-ins, okay?
After that.
You what? Well,
You're a little drafted out.
Well, tonight, my system's all jacked up. I got to restart things. I got to check on some plugins. Nothing's working 100% properly. So let's do a little phone line dance. Call in. Phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
We had this we were talking about earlier. Josh Allen could run less. We can have a conversation around that. Rockout says, I didn't want Kamara. Well, I'll trade with you, Rockout. I do want him. Burkhead, I don't know what anybody said about Burkhead. Mechie in Houston might be fire. He could be. He's kind of nice. Tough to say. Deuce Vaughn is very interesting, very, very late. I like him a lot in like the 19th and 20th round in best ball. I'm not sure what to make of him. He's so small. Chase Brown's kind of a nice little deep rookie grab. Yeah, if I had to like pick Kenny McIntosh is pretty good. If you need a very, very late RB, and I'm talking like 19, 20 round territory. I'm sitting here in the 18th round. I need an RB. I'll go Deuce Vaughn here. I don't care that it's a little early. I just want to make sure. I just called him out. I don't want anybody to take him from me. The Bryce Young Mechie reunion could be cheap and sneaky. Says, watch out for my boy JJ. Damian Harris is there, says Detest. I'm not concerned about Damian all that much. I still think the Buffalo Bills are a team that need to go after a big name RB. Kamara in round 6. Rock out with a super. Kamara at 6th round in a mock draft review. I don't know where my mock draft screen is. Hold on. So my squad, I'll start off with the one pick. The one pick, JJ, ETN, Garrett Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Trevor Lawrence, Darren Waller. Fantastic squad. I like it, Fernandez. It's a really good team. ETN's a little early, but like, look what you did. ETN and Gibbs, fantastic duo. I don't mind the early pick. I don't. Garrett Wilson was late. Garrett Wilson goes in the top. What's the reason Garrett Wilson fell to 3.1? The ADP? Like, just nobody saw him until Riley was on the clock? Like, how does Garrett Wilson fall to 3.1 if it's not the ADP? The answer is it doesn't. It doesn't happen. He goes in the top 12. So, like, that's why I don't even know why we mock draft right now. There's nobody. Why is ESPN's data jacked up? Why is Sleeper's data jacked up? We're almost in May. How are we supposed to mock draft when Garrett Wilson's sitting there at 3.1? It doesn't make any sense. It's a great team. Might as well hand you the championship trophy there, Fernandez. Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Pollard, London, Kamara, Tua, a very good team rock out. I like it. It's very solid. McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, Higgins, Lamar, Cooper, Akers. Not bad. Taylor, Hall, Fields, DJ Moore, Pitts, and Pittman. I like it. It's not the best team here, but it's a good team. Eckler, Mahomes, Olave, Hawkinson, Pierce, and Judy. Not the best team, but it's good. Not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you, you all win. If you're not first, you're last. If you are not first, you are last. It's just the way life is. That's fire with a super chat. Talk about Houston after, who you're targeting, and what you're waiting for in the draft, please. Houston. I like Dameon Pierce and those guys? Yeah. Okay. Barkley, Burrow, Chubb, Metcalf, Evans, JSN. That's probably the best zero wide receiver through the first 3 rounds that I've seen in a little while in the mock drafts. That's pretty good. Metcalf, Evans, and JSN are pretty solid. I wanted Garrett Wilson, didn't see him. It's not your fault, rock out. We got a 30-second timer, and your ADP's all jacked up. It's like having to look in alphabetical order by middle name. Sir, do you know their middle name? Tough luck. It's sorted by alphabetical order by middle name. On your way. Go draft. It's ranked by jersey number from high school. In order. That's how it feels. On your way. Go search. You could sort by rookies, but with Garrett Wilson, he's a sophomore. It's hard to know. He's just buried down there. Where are we at? Derrick Henry, Samuel, Swift, Kittle, Pickens, Trey Lance. Trey Lance is... I know you're just trying to grab a quarterback. It was auto pick, though. But that's way early for Trey Lance. Bijan, Kenneth Walker, Najee. That's a really good trio of RB. Bijan, Walker, Najee. I think if this is me, and I think you can pull this off, you win a league, mellow yellow, if you deploy the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds properly, which I don't like how it was deployed here, but that's personal preference. I could be wrong. Trust your gut. But Bijan, Walker, and Najee, if you could get that Watson-London combo, I know you may not have been able to here, but in your grandma league, if you were to get that Watson-London combo with that right there, or even Pickens, or additionally pick Pickens, and then you get like an Aaron Rodgers later, or, something like that, that would be insane, bro. That would be crazy. I love that. And I have a video on that, going and getting Watson and London as your 4th and 5th round picks, but you do that in conjunction with the top 3 picks that you got here. That's fire. Straight fire, bro. I'm on the clock with my final Superflex pick. There are no quarterbacks left, really, whatsoever. I don't know if I'm satisfied with my QBs either. It could be my downfall of this team. Could absolutely be the downfall of this team. I got to find another
QBs are...
Who do I go with here? I need a QB. Do I go with Cooper Rush? He could start some games. Do I go with Tom Brady and just hope?
There you go.
Do I go with Cam Newton?
Hope.
I'm gonna go Tom Brady.
More hope.
I'm gonna go Tom Brady. I'm gonna call Cap on Tom Brady. Tom Brady, he's retired, Smitty.
That is Cap.
I'm definitely calling Cap on that. I don't even care. Plus, you need something to stand out in these drafts. I'd go Tom Brady. Thank you, Tom. Tom, do your part. Come back. Mellow yellow again. Great start to that draft. Tyreek Hill, Lamb, Waddle, Aaron Jones, Mixon, Charbonnet. Pretty good, Herbert. I like it. Brian. Kelsey, Jalen Hurts, Stevenson, Watson, Hopkins, Pacheco. Oh, that's my team. I was like, that looks familiar. Kelsey, Hurts, Stevenson, Watson, Hopkins, Pacheco. Not my best team, but it looked familiar. And, I for that reason alone, it's not bad. But it's not my best team. I like it, though. Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, a little early at 2.2 for me, Logan. I'm not sniffing Devontae Adams near that territory. Jimmy G, he was going to feed him 6 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. Andrews, Cook, Dalvin Cook, Javonte Prescott. I like a little what you got going on here, but you're very contingent on Cook and Adams being the same old, same old. We'll see if that happens. Ron, it looks like the stat projections for this draft, it gave RJ 3,400. It gave Ron Navy 2,000. Almost under 2,000 there. I think it's given me like an 1,800 before.
I've had a 600 before.
Yeah, breaking records. Gave me 2,700. But I look at it as a blessing. So my team in the best ball draft was Justin Fields, Trey Lance. Those are my quarterbacks. I got Zappy and Tom Brady. So Justin Fields, Trey Lance. My RBs are Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry, Javonte, A.J. Brown. I'm sorry, A.J. Dillon. So Kenneth Walker, Derrick Henry, Javonte, A.J. Dillon. Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, Mike Evans, Tyler Boyd, Zay Jones, Hodgins, Kyle Pitts, Okonkwo, Kincaid. Feeling pretty good about it. How does it give me 2,700 though? That's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Okay, last two teams: Cup, Adams, Andrews, Cook. Already did that one. Diggs, Allen, Jacobs, Devontae Smith, Montgomery, Sanders. They're all good teams. I think team number one crushed it. I love Rockouts. It's a good one as well. But I'd say team number one, it's hard to mess up. Don't pat yourself too hardly on the back. It's hard to not win a mock draft or a draft with the one spot. You have to literally like fall asleep, trip and fall, and like shut your phone off, to not draft an amazing team from the 1.1. So good job. As for this Houston question here from That's Fire, talk about Houston. I assume you mean just the Texans in general, right? That's Fire? Is that what he means, Ron?
I think so. Maybe.
I like Houston and how they're going to look very solid entering 2024. 2023, they're going to show flashes of what's to come. They're probably drafting Stroud or Bryce Young. They're probably looking at a JSN at 12. They should be. If they pass on a wide receiver there, the only hope is that they screw up the entire year and they get Marvin Harrison Jr. Like that would be. Can you imagine getting a defensive player? You get Bryce Young or Stroud, and then you get Marvin Harrison Jr. But I don't think Houston will be that bad. I think they'll win several games, and I don't see them getting the one pick. But if they don't take a wide receiver, maybe they do. I don't know. You know what they could do? draft Stroud or Bryce Young, sit him all year. Get the 1 pick, come in with Marvin Harrison Jr. and then light the world on fire.
Yeah.
Jonathan says if you're over 3K, according to Underdog, you're doing it wrong. You want to be under 3. You want to be under 3K. You want to be thinking about upside. Because they clearly don't give you points for upside. It's like, what did they do last year? And if you're a rookie, you get some baseline point total.
Yeah.
Damian Pierce, I'd say. Where did Pierce go in this draft here? Pierce went, did he not even get drafted? No, there he is. 5.5. That's good.
What do you mean did he even get?
Well, because this mock draft, this ADP data. We don't know.
Oh.
You know, like Jahmyr Gibbs went at like the 6th round in the last mock draft. We just, Garrett Wilson fell to 3.1.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Jonathan, check the 12. Was that J-Dub? Is that Jonathan? Is that you, J-Dub? Hey, Smitty. What's up, Golf? Golf in the house, baby. What's the opinion on the Finns, man? I mean, they got a great squad. Mike White is probably good enough, we hope, especially in that offense. If, let's say, something happens to Tua, bro. But you could have, if you went and got Lamar, or if you can't right now on an offer sheet, but if you waited, if you would have, and still could, go after Lamar, you're a top 7 team in the National Football League with Lamar Jackson in that offense. Can you imagine people running their mouth about Lamar, acting like he's not going to be accurate, throwing the football to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? So if I'm Miami Mike, he's aggressive, he's proved it. You go get Lamar Jackson. You got to wait until after the NFL draft because you don't have a first rounder. You can't even slap an offer sheet down. But, man. Okay, J-Dub, you want me to look at your team? J-Dub's team, I can't put it on screen because my system's all jacked up, but you got C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Brock Purdy, Sam Howell. A QB room's a little rough in a 2 QB league, but let's take a look at the rest of your team. JT, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, Jamal, Amon-Ra, Kirk, Traylon Burks, Darnell Mooney, Travis Kelce. You made a mistake, though, J-Dub. I know you're getting used to best ball, and this is part of the learning process, right? You can't have one tight end. You don't even have a backup tight end. You have just Travis Kelce. You have a bye week for sure, and if Kelce gets banged up at all, you're done. You're toast. You can't win. So you have to get at least 3 tight ends, bro. Especially when you're going 20 rounds. You should dial back those RBs. You don't need Dearness Johnson. You don't need Chuba Hubbard. You don't need Tyquan Thornton. You don't need Robert Woods or Valdez Scantling. Like, cut back 2 or 3 of those guys. Get a couple more tight ends. You cannot survive with 1 tight end in best ball. Like, you're gonna get smoked if he gets banged up, and you're probably gonna lose big the week. You know what I mean? You've got to have at least 3 tight ends. Same thing with quarterbacks, and you have enough quarterbacks, so that's not bad. But other than that, JW, you did good. You're still learning, obviously, right? So keep practicing, keep grinding them out. Hey, Ron, you know a team I really, really love? And I haven't looked at it in a while, so maybe I'll disagree with myself in 1 second. Hold on. I think this is it. I think this is the team. I think this is it. Hold on. It was the sophomores and rookies draft. I drafted this like monster squad. Number 1, I drafted. Let's see. God, I can't share my screen. Here's this team right here. So I got Will Levis, Brock Purdy, Hendon Hooker, Zappy, and Malik Willis. I don't love the quarterback crew, but I have Bijan, Pacheco, Charbonnet. And then my wide receivers are London, Christian Watson, and Quentin Johnson. So that was an interesting one. But if I went back to my other one where I was able to beef up the quarterbacks, this is the last draft I did before they closed it out. I've got Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Will Levis. And this is sophomores and rookies only. So that quarterback room is probably one of the better ones you could get. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Levis. Pickett would be the other one, but that's a strong quarterback room. To have that quarterback room and to still have Bijan, so Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Levis. I know you can't really read that. Bijan, A-Chain, Bigsby, and Jalen Williams. My wide receivers are London, Christian Watson, Quentin Johnson, Jordan Addison, and Zay Flowers. That feels like a potential winner right there. I like it. All right, phone lines are open briefly, and then I'm out of here because I'm tired. This is my third live today. My third show today.
Well, I ended up with 55 Superflex.
Is it over? Did they close it out?
No. But I mean, I'm not going to do any more. I need a break from at least maybe a week break or whatever. I don't know. Kind of tired of doing the Superflex ones, that's for sure.
Yeah, Pollard splitting touches, says Lloyd. Who says Lloyd? Who says? You? You, Lloyd? All right, let's take a call. Let's take a call or two, and then I'm jumping. I think Judy is a safe pick, honestly. I don't like Judy at all. Smitty Pierce or Monty in 2023. Probably Pierce, but I like both. Both have upside. Both have some concerns. JMO is best for best ball. I could get behind that statement because we don't know what to expect or how long it'll take him to get going. He could have a slow start because he didn't really do anything last year. I don't trust Christian Watson with Jordan Love, says the test. Well, you let me handle that. Hold my beer. I'll go draft Christian Watson, and I'll tell you how it ends up. I got it under control. I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do, so you let me draft Christian Watson. And you draft right before me. Rock out. You're live.
What's up? With all the good wide receivers from Ohio State, what college do you think is wide receiver U?
What do I think is wide receiver U?
As far as the best colleges for wide receivers.
I mean, Ohio State. I mean, we've seen wide receivers come out that are absolute monsters, bro. I mean, there are a couple of colleges that you could reference, but absolutely, you look at like JSN, you look at Olave, you look at Garrett Wilson. Those three guys were all in the lineup at the same time. They were all JSN, Olave, and Garrett Wilson were all in the lineup at the same time, bro. In the same starting lineup. You know who was the best wide receiver of the three of them? JSN. JSN had his biggest breakout season with those guys in the lineup. So that's why a lot of people love JSN. Is he pretty much outplayed those guys during a whole season. During his freshman year, right. I believe. And he had his record-breaking season in his pack, bro. No, Smitty, I'm drafting Christian Watson. Not if I'm in front of you, pal. But yeah, a lot of Watson fans in the building. A lot of Watson fans in the building.
Snipe City.
What else you got, Ron? Navy or Rock Out? Any final thoughts?
which running back could skyrocket with an injury?
What running back could what?
Skyrocket with a injury from the starter.
I mean, Dalvin Cook gets hurt, Madison to the moon. Dalvin Cook gets cut or traded, Madison to the moon. That's kind of like a all in one type of thing. No matter what happens, that's a amazing situation. I mean, Swift could have that kind of potential if Monty gets injured, or if Monty gets injured, or Swift gets injured, Monty could have that potential. Dylan, if Aaron Jones gets hurt. We'll see who's in KC. If they bring back McKinnon, that would be a good pick. If Pacheco, who runs super hard, gets hurt, then McKinnon, but he's not on roster yet.
Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Jalen Warren. That's a good one. I would say, one of the San Francisco running backs. So if it's Mason or Mitchell, whoever's in the lineup and healthy, backing up CMC. If CMC goes down, I don't know if I'm missing somebody, but those feel like the obvious choices. Let me take a look at yeah, go ahead.
What's your thoughts on Penny since he gets injured so much?
Bro, I have zero faith in Penny. And you have only his entire NFL career to look at to prove that no matter what, dude doesn't stay healthy. It just, he can't. Right. He can't. He can't. He won't. There's no evidence. There's zero evidence that Rashad Penny can stay healthy for more than like 6 games getting fired up and launched out there. Zero interest in Rashad Penny. Zero. And if I'm wrong, I don't even care. I really don't. Like, the risk is not worth the reward. I'll just draft somebody else. You know what I mean? It's not like people think it's so funny when I say something like that and then I'm wrong. They're like, Smitty, you feel stupid. No, I don't. I feel 0% stupid. I really don't care. If Penny proves me wrong, good for him. But I drafted this, Christian Watson. I drafted London. I drafted Kyle Pitts. I drafted guys I absolutely love and probably guys that did very, very well. And so I have zero concerns. Not a single, lost minute of sleep. And the same can be said for really any avoid. Like even if I say don't draft Henry, you saw me draft Henry tonight in a best ball. I'll take him in the 3rd round in a 1 QB best ball. In the 3rd round, maybe in a redraft, but I want to trade him by midseason. I really would, and I'd figure out a way to trade him high. But when I say I'd avoid Henry in the 1st or 2nd round, that seemed crazy in January. Now everybody's letting him fall to round 3 in a 1 QB league. But when I said that in January and somebody said, would you feel stupid if he has one more year? No, because I'm taking Bijan. And I'm fine with Bijan. Or Bijane. As what's his name? What's his name, the guy?
Real name.
What's his name? He calls Bijan Bijane. Bijane Robinson. Who was that? Who was that? What's his name? Oh, Matt. Biaja and Bijane.
Yeah.
Bijane Robinson. Biaja. I think Biaja is better. Biaja.
Matt
Biaja sounds like a baseball player's name.
Biaja, yeah.
Now up. Matt Biaja.
Matt Biaja.
Matt Pajadia.
Yeah. Bro won me my league a few years ago back. He's a Hall of Famer for me, him and Amon Ra. Who was the guy that won you a while back? Any chance Penny is a starter for the Eagles? I mean, maybe, but again, I don't want any shares at all. Oh, thank you. Staying clear of that. We got super chat by Golf. Golf, thank you, pal. How did tonight's drafts go? Did you like your team? I did. My team was okay. I'm drafting right now in another draft just because I'm trying to get the last couple in. I'm on the clock. I can't even share it because my system's acting up. But I'm drafting Ron from the 8 spot. I don't like it, but I took JJ and Bijan. And now I'm on the clock. And I'm very tempted to go. I'm going to go Walker. So I got Bijan, Walker, and JJ.
Nice.
And I got no QB yet.
Sorry.
You should have picked up doing JJ Cousins.
I'm not, Ron. I'm not drafting Cousins in the 3rd round. I just can't do it, Ron. I just can't.
Superflex. Doesn't have the force.
And we go in there again. I might get.
You know what? My butt off. I would totally, I would totally be okay with losing the big board and all that other stuff to have you pick the JJ Cousins combination and win with it.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. That would be worth $100,000.
If I win,
well,
it would be funny if I win on an auto team.
Yep.
If I win with a team that has an auto Kirk Cousins, it'll be hilarious. Cousins had a great year.
That happens. The auto team wins.
Cousins had a great year, but I'm telling you, it smells an awful lot like Matt Ryan. And everyone here can sit here and say that they didn't think Matt Ryan was going to be good, or that's not even comparable. It 100% was. Matt Ryan was so top 5, highly touted. Everybody loved him. Damn, Chris Olave just got snagged. Who is that? Is that one of our people?
Matt Ryan was
He was top 5. He was getting drafted as a top 5 quarterback. He was absolutely in the conversation.
When he was in his prime.
Right near his drop off, he felt garbage. He felt garbage, and everyone's like, "No, man, he's still got it." I'm not saying
they lost the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying Cousins is garbage. I'm saying Matt Ryan. The Matt Ryan hype was easily bigger than the Kirk Cousins hype right now, and it was one of those things where it felt propped up. It felt propped up. Kirk Cousins feels very propped up. Doesn't mean he can't do well for another year, but he feels very, very propped up. And I highly doubt wherever Cousins goes, he's going to succeed to the same level at all. He's very, very much like everything's been built around him, and it's a very good spot for him, and you can't really separate the situation from player right now because he plays there. But I think that, like, to expect him to repeat feels riskier than to expect him not to repeat.
You know what's funny? Back when Kirk Cousins was with the Redskins, he was running for, I think, just as much or more yardage and getting more touchdowns than Joe Burrow is currently. And this last year, he still ran for almost 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is only 3 less than Burrow got. He threw for more yardage than Burrow threw for. Come on now.
You're not winning any You're not winning any Cousins versus Burrow arguments today, Ron. Not on my watch.
Man needs respect.
Not on my watch. Burrow and Cousins. Come on, Ron. I know you like him.
Respect, but not that high.
Yeah. You were maybe squeezing out a little respect. We were tempted to fold.
Just not that high.
Yeah.
Ron again reminds me so much of my mom. Like, this is a topic that we've already addressed, but Ron, like my mom, approaches it like it's a brand new topic that's never been debated before. Ron's like, let me tell you about Cousins.
Back in my day.
I'm going to convince you this time.
I'll give him next time.
Ron would fall on the sword. You heard him. He was worth $100,000 to him for me to just draft him. He doesn't.
150.
If you won one, it's worth it.
Yeah, it would be worth it winning $100,000. I will agree to that.
Then you have to say, yeah, Kirk Cousins. Why I hate to say it, but Kirk Cousins won me the best ball Superflex league.
You know, it'd
hear the end of it.
it'd be hilarious if while I'm getting interviewed by all kinds of outlets everywhere, they're like, "So what made you when you were drafting? What were you thinking?" I was like, "Well, I was targeting Kirk Cousins. I've been pumping him up on my channel for years, and this guy. Do you know this guy was running for more than Joe Burrow back when he was in the Washington Redskin commanding presidents?
Right.
Absolutely loved him the entire time. You can't find a lick of footage." Where I'm talking down this guy. Him and Jimmy G. That'd be funny. I auto on Jimmy G and Cousins and win it. Hey, I'm on the clock here in this. I'm on the clock here in this draft. I'm on the clock in this draft. I've got Jordan Love, Bijan, Kenneth Walker, Justin Jefferson. So Bijan, Walker, JJ, Jordan Love. Do I go Kyler Murray? Because it's best ball. Anthony Richardson. Trey Lance. Or do I start drafting the Moon Man like Watson, London?
You go Kyler, you're going to get him back, and he has the running upside.
Yeah.
You'd be a homer for once. You pick your Cardinal.
You know, I'm asking advice, but I'm not following it.
Go for your Moon Man.
I know, you never do.
I do. I went with Watson. I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
He was just sitting there. I got Love and I got Watson. Ron, you'd be proud of me. I stacked. I got Love and Watson. I got JJ. I've got Bijan and Walker. We got to talk about the Milky Way galaxy, men. So what I have planned for this is the Milky Way galaxy men would essentially be one player from each position, unless we got a better idea we're cooking up here. One player from each position.
So we already know the quarterback position. We already know that. It's already set.
Well, maybe it's value, but yeah, Burrow would qualify. But I'm tempted to do something even more. I'm tempted to do something even more creative with it. The Milky Way galaxy. You know, like how can we make, like, maybe there's a solar system in the, because if anybody doesn't know, the galaxy has billions of solar systems, and our solar system is one of those solar systems. But I was thinking of if we had like a Milky Way galaxy and then we had a certain player, if you go into that player, it shows you the players inside that solar system. So I'm trying to think of a creative way to make that make sense.
Mm-hmm.
The all fantasy universe team.
Oh, guys, I'm on the clock here. Anthony Richardson is still available. We've got Anthony Richardson. We've got Trey Lance. We've got DJ Moore. Drake London is still there. Do I go Anthony Richardson or Drake London? Hurry.
London.
God, I'm passing on my second quarterback.
He's gonna go Rich.
No, I went London. My team looks fire, but I don't have that second quarterback yet. I got Jordan Love, Bijan, Walker, JJ, Christian Watson, Drake London. Feels like fire. You know what I think I'm doing? Because I somebody said this earlier, they're getting a little bit super flexed out, and I feel like I am as well. I love if there was the combo, like we could jump in and out, but we've been just forced to go Superflex, and I think we needed it. This channel needed more Superflex, and we'll continue to provide more Superflex content. But I feel like this is like my last hurrah, and I feel like I'm forcing myself to go with a 1 QB mentality just to push back on the system and just say, you know what? I like Anthony Richardson, but I think the reason I went London is the way I'm looking at it is if we come back around and Sam Howell's still there, and I could get burned on this. but Sam Howell in London is better than Richardson and whatever player I would get. I really, really, really like Sam Howell a lot. And to have this amazing team. You know, Ritter's
like
there.
I said, after London, that you run into that receiver dead zone after London.
Pickett's there.
Look at the receivers out there. I mean, other than Pickens, but Pickens is way down.
No. I
So you
said
gotta
Pickett. No, Pickett is still there. If he's there, I'll take him. Ritter's there. Sam Howell is there. I just think those are pretty decent. I'm going to be fine at my second quarterback.
You take Pickett, but you won't take Cousins. That doesn't make no sense.
Well, Ron, we're in round 8 at that point in a Superflex draft. It's not really.
You realize?
No, it's third.
Two of Cousins' last games last year, he threw for over 400 some
Ron,
yards.
you're arguing round 3, Kirk Cousins, or even borderline round 2 versus Kenny Pickett in round 7 or 8 in a Superflex. Big difference. Big difference. The question is, and this is going to piss Ron Navy off. Ron Navy, put on your earmuffs. This one's going to hurt. This one's going to put you back. You're going to need stitches again. You're going to need stitches again after this one. They're going to be like, Ron, how'd you open up the wound?
Going to rip my wound open, huh?
Do I go Pickett or Sam Howell? Ron's going to have an aneurysm. I'm 2 picks away.
You don't have no pieces to go with.
I don't need the pieces. I just need the best quarterback from. Okay, Pickett just went. Oh, he just went. That sucks. Do I go Ritter or Sam Howell? I got to go QB here.
Howell. Oh no, go Ritter. You got London.
I know, but I don't always think like. I don't always think like that. That's not the way. Oh, Pickens is there.
I go Howell.
I really like Howell.
How would you go Howell?
I really like Howell.
Go Howell. Yeah, you said that.
I really think he could be that guy. And when you're doing this kind of thing, you gotta have that difference maker that other people don't have. And I think Sam Howell is going to definitely be neglected in a lot of ways, and I want that. Ritter's interesting, but because
getting drafted like the draft.
You what?
They're all getting drafted in every Superflex draft.
No, I know, but like
you're going to be different.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you stock up on other positions and he becomes your second quarterback, most people that have him don't have him as their second quarterback. So in some cases, he's not even getting used. No. But for me to switch over all my other players and stock up at wide receivers, Ritter might last too. My turn pick is real close, so we might get Ritter and
Golf. Good. You're right. Golf. I mean, there's so much different strategy involved in a Superflex than a normal draft. It's not even funny.
Let's see here. Man, Kyle Pitts is still there, though. Woo! Oh. What do I do? What do I do? I'm looking at my moon man staring me at the face.
You could get Pitts, and that will stack you up with London.
I know. I'm tempted. This team is fire. Ritter's still there. I'm going to get Ritter, too. I'm glad I went Sam Howell. Pitts just went. That helped alleviate that problem.
Yep.
There we go, boys. Ritter, he fell as predicted. All right, so I got.
I've been actively avoiding Stack to piss off Ron.
Well, no, Sam Howell is my bigger concern, but now I've got Ritter, Sam Howell, and Jordan Love.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Prime. I love his takes, even though they're way out there BS a lot of times, just to push buttons. Prime loves pushing buttons.
Yeah. This is a pretty good squad. So let me read off my squad. I'm feeling good about it. Granted, I'm light at quarterback, but that's you got to give and take somewhere. You can't just have the best of all worlds. Jordan Love, Sam Howell, Ritter. Really, really lot to be desired, but definitely some that's where I'm gonna lose or win it. Bijan Walker, love my running back room so far. J.J. Watson and London, can't get better than that. So the part where I'm putting all my faith in is that I get one of Howell or Ritter or Love to explode, and that one of the other ones just comes through relatively solid. George Pickens just went. I wish I could share this draft. Pretty ridiculous that I can't. Ritter could make people a lot of money in 2023, says Peanut Butter. I'm not sure. I like him. Like he was a good grab as my 2-3 quarterback in a Superflex, but I'm not sure what to expect, to be honest. He's got a good situation. He's got weapons. I hope he can throw some touchdowns. I hope he can be, a next, Jordan Love, really. I think Jordan Love's going to be that guy. He'll be top 12-ish. I like him.
Oh, did I tell you, Smitty, that I did a Superflex? It was I think it was yesterday. I was in there doing a draft, and Burrow, I had the number 7 spot, and Burrow fell to me in the number 7 spot. Believe it or not.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Somebody picked it. Yeah, somebody picked McCaffrey, and then somebody picked Kelsey, and then Burrow ended up falling to me in the 7th spot.
That's crazy, man. Burrow, you better have won that league, Ron. You better win that league. This team feels great, man. Yeah. You guys know what I'm doing with my next 2 picks. I'll give you a couple guesses, but you only need one guess.
What round you in?
I'm on the clock. And oh man, who's in? Who is this? One of our guys is in here. He just took Kamara. Kamara was like 10 running backs down.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Charbonnet.
Well, I'm taking Charbonnet now because I don't want to get sniped from these guys. But Kamara would have been perfect for this team. I forgot we got a lot. I joined this draft without telling anybody. I joined this draft without telling anybody so that I wouldn't have any sniping going on, but it clearly
didn't work.
Clearly that didn't work.
Like, everybody's trying to last one in.
Yeah.
I'm good at an even 55. 55. I can't drive 55. That's perfect. I don't need to have any more than that.
Yeah, I got Jordan Love. What?
I'm still slow drafting big board. I'm still slow drafting big board drafts.
Really? How is that possible?
Yeah. Before it all shut down, I got into a bunch, and they switched it all to slow. I got into a bunch, and I'm in. Hold on, I'll tell you how many I'm actually in. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big board drafts. I'm in slow drafts.
Huh.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This is the team so far. The team so far: Jordan Love, Sam Howell, Desmond Ritter, Bijan, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Jefferson, Watson, Drake London. I need a tight end.
Good.
I'm gonna go Freiermuth. So add Freiermuth to the list. Pretty good.
The Moose.
I just hate getting. I hate not getting a top 5 or 6 pick. I hate it. I just hate it. It's such a. You have such an advantage being a top 5 pick. Just clear as day advantage. Unbelievably crazy advantage.
Yep. Luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like kind of feel like I don't have a team that's even remotely close to any of my teams that have a top 5 quarterback. I don't think I've ever walked away. This feels pretty close. Like I feel pretty good about this team, but it's tough. You know, Jordan Love, Sam Howell, Desmond Ridder, that is clearly my weak spot. I need Jordan Love to explode. I need Sam Howell to be the next breakout Dak Prescott or Russell Wilson. You know, and he could be that guy. Or Ridder. But that running back crew, Bijan, Walker, Charbonnet is phenomenal. That wide receiver room is as good as it gets. Henry probably gets moved. Just sucks they did Treylon Burks and Okonkwo on a good roster. They can be beasts. Yeah, that it's a bad spot. I like Okonkwo, but he's capped. He can only be so good with that quarterback situation and that offensive line. And if they get rid of Derrick Henry, it's even worse. But I do like Okonkwo. If they get Anthony Richardson, I kind of feel like Anthony Richardson could be a Titan. It makes sense. Move up to the number 3 overall pick with the Cardinals. The Titans pick Anthony Richardson. Then all of a sudden you have yourself, you know, Henry on another team is going to perk my ears again, says Peanut Butter. Yeah, he probably stay healthier, you know, without a stacked box all the time. Oh, God, I'm on the clock. Receivers, Jordan Addison's there, Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, all very good options. Camaro would have been on my team, but apparently we've got some drafters in here sniping my telegraphed moves that I'm telling everyone about, clearly.
Sniper.
I thought I didn't recognize anybody in here, but
Adam might be in there.
Of course, Addison just went. Okay.
Adam's a professional sniper.
I'm gonna go Cole Kmet here and get my tight end room under in order here with Freiermuth and Kmet, my two of my bigger sleeper breakouts. Golf says, Smitty, who's your favorite underdog fantasy player this upcoming year? Underdog fantasy player? Oh, I was thinking you meant underdog fantasy.
Misha.
I mean, there's too many, man. Favorite? I mean, it's like choosing children. You get it. They all tie. You got Watson, London, Olave. I kind of feel like Olave's top 5 bound. And at third round value, that could be one of the bigger steals in fantasy. Charbonnet could be a top 5 to 10 running back. My team so far. Let me screenshot this bad boy, send it on over. I can only do screenshots right now, but it's better than nothing. Okay, this is my old team here. Here is the current updated team right here. So, Love, Howell, Ridder, Bijan, Walker, Charbonnet, Jefferson, Christian Watson, Drake London, Pat Freiermuth, Cole Kmet. Feeling pretty good. Pretty good. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to let you go. Appreciate you both.
All right.
See you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be live before the 7 p.m. show. Feels like a breaking news day. I'll catch you both later.
Yeah, you going to tomorrow morning?
Am I going to what?
You putting out another premiere tomorrow morning?
Maybe not a premiere, but maybe a live. So.
All right. Oh, okay.
I will be around.
All right. See you around. You're going to be working on content. You're not going to sleep. You're going to.
We
once
shall
you leave
see.
Here, you'll be working on content.
We shall see. I'm going to try and run.
No, that's a given.
We'll try and run, and then I'm going to try and Netflix. All right, Ron.
Right.
See you later, guys. Peace out.
All right, later. Have a good.
Later. All right. Yeah, just different. Hits different. Get that top 5 quarterback. It just hits different. Suns won at least. Thank God. 1-1. My fantasy basketball team on underdogs are looking really good. I'm torn because I'm rooting for a lot of different teams on different, they're facing each other because, when you draft before the playoffs are even set, you don't know who's facing off against who. So I've got a lot of situations that I'm like torn on, but LeBron's going to be huge. Obviously the amount of games played is contingent. So if something goes 7 games, that's awesome. Anyway, that team looks good, though. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Hit that thumb up button on your way out the door. I think we've got only 54 thumbs up, which is kind of low. Rookie numbers. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be live at some point late morning, mid-afternoon, and then we'll do the 7 p.m. show. Appreciate you. Golf dropping a wad. Thank you, Golf. Appreciate you, man. Always do, Adam. Tank Dell's a fan. We're a fan of Tank Dell on this show. Later, Ron. Later, Peanut Butter. Later, Travis. Later, Golf. Later, Ben. Later, Adam. Later. What else is in here? Later, Rock Out. Later, Prime. Ron Navy with the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I give you the 4 horsemen: Jamar Chase, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Joe Burrow, all from the 1.1 draft slot. The 4 horsemen ride 4 horses all at one time. Giddy up.